So today's webinar is about understanding UX in general as a field in the broader sense, and letting you know what it takes to successfully transition into the field and what it takes to make a transition from any other field into UX in today's world. So this webinar series and today's session is definitely not an effort to teach UX as such. That's going to be really hard. UX cannot be taught in 4 hours. So what the all 4 parts of this webinar series is more about helping you gain a better understanding of UX and give you the tips and tricks to transition into the field when you're actively looking for your first UX job. So today we are at part 1. We're going to talk about general things about UX and my story of how I transitioned. The rest of the parts, 2, 3, and 4 is diving more deep into the UX process as such. What will you do once you get your first UX job, and how do you get there? So part 4 is something that I'm really excited about. It's talking about interview tips, how to shape your portfolio, how to present it in front of employers, and things like that. So the series has been sequenced in such a way that once you attend all the parts, you will have all needed information that you can piece together and start your job search or accelerate your job search if you're already doing it. So let's get started. What is UX? So this is a question that you have to become very comfortable with. Your employers are going to ask you, your family members are going to ask you if you tell them, I'm transitioning to UX. So people are going to ask you this. If you Google and try to find a definition for UX, you will find a lot of them out there. Some are really technical, while others are, just a single liner. So you have to figure out something that, works for you. The definition of UX will evolve for you, and you will get comfortable with something that works for you. So I'm going to share 2 definitions that I usually use. So this is the first thing. The way I see UX design is composition of 3 things. It's a look, feel, and the usability. I'm going to explain this with an example. Let's take maybe Airbnb. So you go to Google and you type out airbnb.com, and the website comes in front of you. So the first thing you look at is the visual appeal of the website. How good is it? So it has to impress you the very first time you look at it. And that is it also establishes a bond of trust between you as a user and the website. So that is really important for you to stay in the website and go through it instead of abandoning it in the first 2 minutes. So that's the look part of it. The second thing is feel. By feel, I'd say that it is the experience, or it is the emotional experience you get while interacting with the website. So you will feel happy in the websites that you like. You will feel that the website is capable of letting you accomplish a goal that you have in mind at that particular moment. So a website is capable of invoking that positive emotion. We don't actively monitor it, but bad websites will definitely let you know that something is wrong. You're going to abandon the website. So that is the feel. The final part and the most important component of user experience is usability. So what is usability? If I have to explain it again with Airbnb, you land on the website, you do a search for maybe Seattle, and it brings up a bunch of listings. So you get really happy by it. The website is responding to you, you're seeing what you want. So that's the feel part again. You still are in the feel part. You feel that the website is working for you. But beyond that, when you go ahead and try to view a listing and say, book it, you're pretty convinced, you like the listing, you want to book it. At that point, if Airbnb is going to make you, go through 6 pages before you see that book button, or, if the sign up page is really hidden under layers and you have to work hard to make that booking, it's going to really frustrate you. As a user, you really want to give business to that company, right? You like the listing, you want to make a booking, but they're making it difficult for you. So that is a usability issue. This is the cornerstone of UX. And the example that I described right now is just one such instance. There are so many different things that companies with digital products like websites and apps encounter every day. And you might think, oh, these look like issues that can be solved at once, and then we can stay at peace. That does not really work. As a product evolves, there are more and more issues that come up. There are new usability issues that you encounter, and you have to iterate on the product to make the experience better in the product. So this is a really long definition, but it's just an attempt to explain what UX is. You can come up with a definition of your own and explain it with an example to people who ask you that. Even employers, they're going to be pretty impressed. So